So magandang araw kabola. Sa video na ito, pag-uusapan natin itong isang malaking desisyon po na ginawa ng Ginebra. And then of course, we will also talk about trade rumors again. If we discuss trade rumors po, ang ginagawa natin kabola is that we are analyzing, we are looking into these possibilities po ba na isipin po ito ng mga teams, na consider po ba ito ng mga teams. Yun po yung tinitignan natin kabola if we discuss trade rumors. And then of course, we will decide if we should believe or not itong mga trade rumors nga po na lumalabas. So sa mga hindi pa po nakasubscribe dyan kabola, pakipindot naman po yung subscription button. Now kabola, let's start with the biggest transaction or decision po na ginawa po ng isang team this year, this week, and that is of course the reactivation po kabola nitong si Jeff Chan in lieu po of Scottie Thompson na ngayon po ay injured. So yes kabola, hindi po makakalaro si Scottie Thompson in their game against Meralco Bolts. So out of the core 5 players po ng Ginebra ngayon, dalawa na dun po ang mawawala. That's Scottie Thompson and Japeth Aguilar. So their core players is now down into 3, which is L.A. Tenorio, Stanley Pringer, and Christian Stanhardinger. Now, may isa pa po nakagulat dito na desisyon, and that is to put Mark Kagiwa po in the unrestricted free agency. Again, if you talk po about unrestricted free agency, basically po, itong player po na ito is pwede na actually mag-sign sa kahit anumang pong team na magtanong. Of course, will Mark Kagiwa do that? What do you think, diba? The answer probably is no. Diba? Hindi po iiwan ni Mark Kagiwa for ang barangay Ginebra. Pero think about it kabola. Ganun po ba kaliit yung chance po na mag-sign siya sa ibang team? Siguro around 5% lang, di ba? Pero still, that 5% chance is still a 5% chance, di ba? Think about it. Like halimbawa po sa MVP group, di ba? Kung iisipin po nila mabuti, this is an opportunity to get a very, very popular name out of the Ginebra brand. That's Mark Kagiwa. Now, Mark Kagiwa probably is just down to his last year na siguro kabola, di ba? But what if they offered him so much money, di ba? Like in TNT, di ba? Or in Meralco Bolts or NLEX Road-Warriors, just for the sake na umalis po siya sa Ginebra team, di ba? Pwede rin naman pong gano'n. Like halimbawa, NLEX will also play po in the playoffs, di ba? What if they promise him a consistent playing time in the playoffs kahit kakapasok niya lang, di ba? Think about the ego po Mark Kagiwa, di ba? In the past few years, anong ginagawa po sa kanya? Paano po siya ginagamit? Basically, he is there just for off-the-court things, diba? Hindi naman na talaga siya ginagamit for on-the-court reasons, diba? Kumbaga talagang kinukuha na lang po niya yung isang roster spot just because he is Mark Kagiwa. Now, dito naman po sa injury ni Scottie Thompson, of course, this will be a very, very big blow po sa nilang team, kabola. Pero it's also a big opportunity for the other players kasi malalim naman po itong team po ng Barangay Ginebra, diba? With his injury, malamang mabibigyan po ng medyo malaking minuto dyan sina Aljon Mariano, sina Arvin Tolentino, and of course, Jeff Chan. Although, of course, magiging malaking kawalan actually si Scottie Thompson, lalong-lalo na ang kalaban nila po is Meralco Bolts. Ito kasi mahirap dyan, Meralco Bolts is loaded po with very good wings, di ba? From Chris Newsom, who is playing as their point guard, pero yung size niya is pang wingman. Then nandyan si Alin Maliksi, si Alvin Pasaol, nandyan din si Macbelo, who is basically a forward, and etc. Napakalalim po ng wing rotation po ng Meralco Bolts. Yung pagkawalan ni Scottie Thompson malamang will be a big blow, especially on the defensive end, di ba? So yan po yung mga magiging issue po ngayon ng Ginebra entering to this very, very important game. Take note po kabola, they need to win against Meralco Bolts to have a chance po to be part of the playoffs. Now, speaking po of Ginebra, let's just check po muna yung upcoming po na schedule or last 4 games. So, unfortunately for Meralco Bolts po and Alaska, they will need to play back-to-back games, di ba? Now, I checked naman po the previous games and this schedule is actually very, very fair. Bakit po NLEX ang unang kakalaruin po ng Meralco Bolts? Kasi po, NLEX last played po last Thursday, while Ginebra po ang last game niya is Friday. So, fair lang ng second game po ng Meralco Bolts will be Ginebra, walang first game po ng Meralco Bolts naman po is against NLEX. On the other hand naman, Alaska will play for San Miguel and then Northport. Now, San Miguel Beerman and Northport last played po last Sunday. So, okay lang din naman po yan. Now, this will be the second back-to-back game po of Alaska. And as you can see, they suffered a lot in their first back-to-back game, ano? They lost the second one siguro because hindi sila sanay. Pero dito rin natin makikita na pwede pala, diba? Pwede pala yung mga back-to-back games actually. Yung quality naman, hindi naman masyadong halata. Maybe hindi lang talaga sila sanay. I hope the PBA will see this and consider it in the future na maybe they can add up more elimination games, diba? Makakatulong din naman yan kasi more TV time para po sa kanila. Now, let's go po sa isang trade rumor kabola na nilabas po ni Sir Snow. So, crafty point guard for a Borat's type Sentinel coming your way September 2022. O, take note nyo po First thing first, September 2022 pa. Nagkamali ba dito si Sir Snow? I do not think. So, mukhang next year pa ata, kabola, na magaganap po itong trade po na ito. So, napakatagal pa yung balak po nilang paggawa po sa trade po na ito. And Borat style Sentinel, siguro familiar po kayo kay Borat. Kung hindi po kayo familiar, ito po yung itsura niya. And of course, isang player po ang pinupunto niya, and that is of course Robert Bolick. Now, ang unang tanong siguro, bakit 2022 pa? I think dahil dun sa team po ng Northport ngayon, they have two primary po trade chips. That's Greg Slaughter and of course Bolick. Actually, meron pa si Malonzo, the number 2 pick, and of course si Troy Reich, yung isa pang 6'8 po na player po nila. Now, siguro ang mangyayari, uunahin muna nila si Greg or itong si Malonzo. Kaya naman next year pa, itong si Borat type Sentinel. Now, ang next question yan, saan siya mapupunta? Crafty point guard yung sinabi. Pag i-scan po natin yung mga SMC group, lahat naman sila meron nun. Pero, if you think about it, baka hindi po sa Ginebra. Kasi kung gagamitin natin yung crafty point guard, of course, dalawa yung nasa kanila na pwede mong gamitan yan na pang describe, and that is Stanley Pringaren, LA Tenorio. And of course, those two guys, hindi po sila ititrade po ng Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. So, maybe itong si Robert Bolick po is not bound to Ginebra. So, down to San Miguel Beermen na lang po tayo at Magnolia Hotshots. So, dito po sa San Miguel Beermen, napakadaming choices niyan. Sabihin na nating dalawa. Pwede rin mo rin naman kasing consider din si Terence Romeo. Pero of course, Terence Romeo will not be traded by San Miguel Beermen, diba? Siya yung pinaka-popular po nila na player next to Junmar Fajardo. So, it could either be Alex Cabagnot or Chris Ross for San Miguel Beermen. While Magnolia Hotshots, napakadami ding options. Actually, lahat ng point guard nila pwede. Para sa akin, kahit si Barroco, di ba? Hindi siya yung klase po ng player na mararamdaman mo na parang pang na i-retain po nila up to his retirement. Hindi parang LA Tenorio, di ba? Yung pakiramdaman pag itong si Mark Barroco, di ba? And of course, Magnolia. Traded din naman James Yap din dati. Although, they do have the history din naman of keeping their players up to their retirement. So, Mark Barroco, Gio Alalon, pwede yan. Pwede rin Justin Melton. Now, between the two options, parang mas likely na sa San Miguel kasi of the old age nga po ni Chris Ross at saka ni Alex Cabagnot, and maybe it will be Chris Ross, di ba? Kasi pag ako gagamit ng crafty point guard, out of all the options, ang pinakagagamitan ko yan is Chris Ross and Mark Barroca. Pero between Chris Ross and Mark Barroca, si Chris Ross po kasi yung mas maraming trade rumors, and Chris Ross medyo strong yung mga trade rumors niya kasi nga po marami pong usap-usapan na meron nga pong conflict inside the team, and he is one of the reasons of those conflict. Kaya naman, one strong possibility talaga dito is will be Chris Ross for Robert Bolick. Maybe magdadagdag po ang San Miguel Beermen in this trade. But again, at the end of the day, the trade will just happen po around September 22. So, matagal-tagal pa po ito kabola. So, ikaw ba kabola sa palagay mo? Tama ba yung decision po ng Ginebra? Comment lang po sa baba.